Today I'm about to say something that might make some people kind of a little upset, and honestly, I'm fine with that. If somebody tells you they can cure your diabetes in a week or drop your A1C in days, they're selling you a fantasy and probably a bottle of something overpriced as well. Because here's the truth. Your blood sugar can absolutely start improving fast, sometimes in the same day, but your A1C is totally different. A1C is basically your blood sugar report card over time, and it takes weeks to reflect what you're doing consistently. In fact, most doctors don't check your A1C until every 3 months because that is when it will give you the right results through a lab report. So if you're tired of being played by miracle claims, stay with me until the end of this video because I am going to give you the real, no fluff way to start lowering blood sugar naturally, starting with what actually moves the needle faster. I will also talk about what spikes your blood sugar like a rocket and the natural herb combination that people whisper about but don't explain properly. And yes, I'm going to tell you my own numbers because I don't like teaching from theory. I lowered my A1C from 13.0 to 5.5 in 6 months. And I'm not telling you that to brag. I'm telling you that because I know what it feels like to be on the edge of being scared. And I know what it feels like to finally have mostly good blood sugar days and breathe easy. Now, let me be clear. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not trying to replace your doctor. If you're on insulin or medications like metformin or anything that can drop your glucose level, natural herbs can boost that effect. That's good until it's too good and your blood sugar goes low. So we're going to be smart about this, not reckless. Now, let's get into the deep dive. The fastest way to lower blood sugar isn't a cute herb. It's not a fancy tea. It's not a detox. It's stopping the same predictable spikes that are keeping your numbers high in the first place. Because here's what most people don't realize. Blood sugar doesn't just go up because you ate sugar. It goes up because you ate the kind of foods your body converts into sugar fast, especially when you eat them at the wrong time of the day. Let's talk about the time that gets people in trouble, just like I mentioned. And of course, that's in the late evening. Nighttime is where a lot of people accidentally sabotage their morning numbers. You eat dinner, you relax, maybe you add some snack to that, and then you probably wake up thinking, why is my fasting blood sugar still high? The American Diabetes Association literally points out that a large dinner or bedtime snack can keep blood glucose elevated all night. So if you want results in days, one of the quickest wins is cleaning up what you do after dinner, because late night eating is going to hit differently. Remember now, your body is winding down at night. You're not moving as much. Insulin sensitivity could be lower at night for many people. And then you're surprised your glucose is acting crazy the next morning? Honestly, with those real facts, it shouldn't surprise you. So here's the first hard truth. If you're eating dessert at night, cereal at night, fruit juice at night, big bowls of rice or pasta at night, bread-heavy meals at night, you're basically handing your blood sugar a microphone and telling it to sing to you all night long. And I'm not saying you can never touch carbs. I'm saying if you want your blood sugar numbers to calm down quickly, you can't keep doing the same nighttime routine as you're doing now and expect a different morning reading or result. It doesn't work like that. Now, I know somebody listening right now is thinking, okay, Cheryl, but what do I eat then? I'm glad you asked. Here's a cheat code at night. Your best friend is protein and fiber, and your worst enemy is fast carbs, especially eating fast carbs alone by themselves. That means dinner doesn't need to be tiny, it needs to be built better. Think about eating a real portion of protein, non-starchy vegetables, and a controlled amount of slow carbs. That is if you do carbs at dinner. And then your evening snack, if you even need one, shouldn't be sweet. It shouldn't be something that doesn't spike you. And yes, bedtime snacks are complicated. For some people, the right snack helps overnight stability. For others, it makes morning glucose worse. The research is mixed. which is why your blood sugar meter is your truth teller. Now, here's the part that people don't talk about enough. You can eat healthy and still spike yourself. Yes, that's true, believe it or not. Some of the most common healthy spikes are big smoothies, lots of fruit in one sitting, granola, oatmeal in huge portions, rice cakes, and whole wheat products that are basically refined flour in disguise. So if you're serious about lowering glucose in days, I want you to treat your next few days like a short experiment. Eat clean. Eat consistently in smaller portions throughout the day. Cut the late night carbs and watch what happens. Now let's talk about the natural herbs. Because yes, some herbs can help, but I'm going to say this plainly. Herbs don't work like magic. They work like a support system. And the best herbs are the ones that help with insulin sensitivity, glucose uptake, digestion speed, and inflammation. Before I get into that though, I hope you're getting some value from this video so far. And if you are, then you will definitely love my comprehensive guide titled Healing Over 40 Using Natural Remedies. It is jam-packed with more of this information that I'm delivering today on this video, but with a deeper dive. You can grab it from the link in the description below. You'll be glad that you did. Trust me. All right, let's start with a heavy hitter that gets the most whispers online, and that's berberine. This herb is found in plants like barberry, golden seed, and Oregon grape. It's been studied for improving glucose parameters, but it can also cause stomach issues, and it can interact with medications as well. This is one you do not just casually take like candy, especially if you're on diabetes medication. So here's the truth. People love berberine because some call it nature's metformin. But the real reason it can be effective is that it affects metabolic pathways involved in glucose handling. Still effective doesn't mean safe for everybody. So make sure you speak to your doctor first before taking this berberine. And if you get the green light from your doctor, make sure you take it in small amounts and only once per day for a couple of days each week. Next up is cinnamon. This herb has evidence for improving fasting blood glucose and sometimes other metabolic markers, but not all cinnamon is the same. Cassia cinnamon can be higher in coumarin, which can be a problem in high supplemental doses over time for some people. That's why people often mention Ceylon cinnamon, Ceylon, as the true cinnamon, and the effect is usually modest. Not a miracle, but real enough to be worth discussing. So cinnamon is one of those steady support tools that you need. Not the whole plant, but a reliable helper. Next is fenugreek. Fenugreek seeds are rich in soluble fiber, and fiber is a quiet blood sugar hero because it slows glucose absorption. Some people notice better post-meal numbers when they consistently use fiber strategies like fenugreek. Next is psyllium husk, and I know this one doesn't sound exciting, but it works like a bouncer at the nightclub. It slows the party down. It helps blunt spikes when used the right way because it's basically fiber support. And if you're not doing fiber, you're making diabetes cringe in the background. Next, we have Gymnema sylvestre. This one is sometimes called the sugar destroyer in traditional herbal circles. And one interesting thing people report is that it can dull sweet taste. That alone can help reduce cravings for some people. Evidence varies, and you still need caution if you are on diabetes medication. Next up is bitter melon. This is one of the classic ones that gets mentioned a lot, and some evidence suggests that it may help glycemic control. But high quality evidence is still not as strong as people on the internet act like it is. In plain English, this is what I'm saying. It might help some people, but it's not guaranteed. And it's not a substitute for lifestyle or medication when needed. I take it in powdered form, and it has helped me. So there is no harm in trying for yourself. Now, I'm going to give you the grown-up warning that most videos skip. If you are already on glucose-lowering medication and you add strong supplements like berberine, gymnema, bitter melon, or even high-dose cinnamon, you can drop your blood sugar too low. That's not a fun lesson, and so you have to be wise about this. Talk to your doctor first, I can't say that enough, and watch your daily blood sugar reading so that you can be on the safer side. Now, let's bring home bring this home with something that's very essential, and that's food spikes that things that you're not to eat hours before bedtime if you want your morning sugar reading to be better. Stop doing these things. Stop doing dessert because you think you deserve it. I get it. You do deserve peace, but high sugar at night is not peace. Stop doing large bowls of cereal, oatmeal, or granola at night. Those can spike hard even when they look healthy. Stop drinking fruit juice at night. Juice is basically sugar without the fiber that slows it down. Stop doing just a little bread with everything. Bread stacked on pasta, then stacked on rice is how people accidentally stay high. Stop doing alcohol plus carbs at night. Alcohol can cause weird glucose swings, sometimes up, sometimes down later, especially if you're on medication. It can get really messy. And messiness is not what you're trying to avoid, I should say, right? And here's a tip that is simple but powerful. After dinner, take a 10 to 15-minute walk. Not a marathon, just a walk. That little bit of movement helps your muscles pull in glucose. It's one of those fastest natural tools that doesn't come in a bottle. And if it is too dark out to go for a walk, just take a chair and do some squats in your room or consecutive sitting and standing with your arms raised. As long as you're moving, that's the point. Now, before I wrap this up, I want to give you something to keep you accountable. In the next video, I can show you how to build a simple day plan that keeps your blood sugar calm morning, afternoon, and nighttime without feeling like you're starving or living on lettuce. But for today, here's the truth that I want you to remember. Lowering blood sugar in days isn't about some secret tea. It's about stacking small moves that compound very fast. That means cleaning up nighttime eating, using herbs as support, not a crutch, watching your numbers like a detective, and keeping the goal realistic. Better readings now, better A1C in just a few months. And if you're sitting there thinking, but Cheryl, can I really do this? Let me say this plainly. Yes, you can. If I could take my A1C from 13.0 to 5.5 in 6 months, you can make progress too. Your body is not your enemy. It's responding to what it's been given. So let's start giving it something better, right? If this helps you, subscribe to Nature's Healing Corner channel because below, click that subscribe link because I'm going to keep giving you the real information here. The kind that helps you live longer, feel stronger, and stop feeling scared of your own blood sugar numbers and your health. And please drop a comment. What time do you usually eat dinner? And what's your biggest late night temptation? I would love to hear from you. And I read every single comment. Oh, and don't forget to grab the guide that I mentioned earlier, Healing Over 40 Using Natural Remedies. This is the perfect support you need for your health journey. You will thank me later for it, trust me. And remember, you're not alone in this. I am here with you, and I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.